right, so here's a quick look. I'm going to open up our next weather sphere windows to show you what's happening. You can't really see too much out the window. However, this is our Malibu camera, and we're looking at a little bit more of the clouds filling in as we head into the next few hours because we have been tracking this low pressure system. Look at this. This is what's brought us the scattered showers and some isolated thunderstorms in some parts of Southern California. So as this low continues to move through the region, we're going to continue to see the chance of the scattered drizzle and then also the possibility of some dry lightning strikes, which is something that we are definitely watching out for and monitoring. So whatever we're seeing on satellite right now, a lot of it is not making its way to the ground. However, dry lightning could. So that's why this is something that we are watching. So it's what we call Virga. But you can see a lot of activity to the north of us. We're looking at just to the west of Frazier Park. We've had some isolated thunderstorms here, some dry lightning, and so when thunder roars, head indoors. But here's a look at what's happening. So it's all because of this unusual weather pattern that we're seeing this right now, and especially this morning, so just be aware of that. Otherwise, here's a quick look at our next weather headline. Coolest day of the week. Temperatures have plummeted compared to yesterday. So this low pressure system, as it continues to move through the region, it's going to deepen up our marine layer over the course of the next few hours. So that's a reason why we could see some pockets of drizzle as we head into the rest of the morning. Temperature-wise, a little bit warmer in some spots compared to this time yesterday just because of this low pressure system and the clouds. We have low 60s for Malibu and also for LAX. We have 60s for downtown LA, upper 50s for San Bernardino, and then also upper 50s for the Moreno Valley. And then we have upper 40s up in our mountain communities. All right, so here's a look. I want to show you what happens with our marine clouds because as we head into the rest of the morning, the clouds will really start to fill in. And then by the time we head into the latter part of the morning, around 10:30, that's when the clouds start to clear away, and then we'll have that gradual clearing. So it's going to be slow to clear, but the chance of drizzle remains before 11 a.m. And then after that, we begin to dry out, and we're looking at a little bit more of that sunshine as we head into the rest of the afternoon. And here's a look at our highs today. So highs are going to be, as I mentioned, a lot cooler than yesterday. So we're no longer seeing those 80s in areas like Woodland Hills. We're looking at temperatures in the mid 70s, and then we'll have those low 70s for Santa Clarita. And then right along the coast, temperatures will stay in the upper 60s. Again, it's going to take some time for the clouds to clear, but the second half of the day should be a little bit better, but overall much cooler. Coolest day of the week, as I mentioned, with temperatures down 10 to 15 degrees compared to yesterday. We'll have 73 for Santa Ana, 72 for Mission Viejo, and then for the Inland Empire, you can see temperatures are also under the yellow. So we're not even looking at a lot of that warm weather that we saw yesterday. So that causes a lot of that unstable air, especially with this low pressure system moving in. And that's why we're seeing the isolated thunderstorms and also some scattered showers. So as we head into the rest of the afternoon, just know that it's going to feel a lot cooler than yesterday. All right, so here's a quick look at our hour-by-hour forecast. The clouds will gradually start to clear from mostly cloudy to partly sunny skies once we head into the second half of the day. Downtown LA, again, topping out below average in the low 70s today. San Bernardino, we're also looking at the clouds starting to clear around the lunch hour, and then we're looking at more sunshine for the second half of the day. Temperatures here also in the low 70s. As that low pressure system finally moves away starting tomorrow, behind it we have a high pressure system. This is what's going to warm us up. So we're talking about warmer weather already starting tomorrow into Friday, and then it's going to be that up and down pattern, especially for this time of year, as another system over the weekend passes to the north of us. This is going to cool things down a little bit more, and then we'll continue to stay a little cooler through the weekend before things start to warm back up again by the time we head into Tuesday of next week. So 70 degrees today for LA and Orange County. Then by the end of the week, 80s. You can see back up down into the mid 70s by Sunday, and then 80s again next Tuesday. So again, that up and down pattern, but again, today is the coolest day of the week. 76 for the valleys with 87 as we end the week. All right, Kalina.
So treat today like fall. Amber, thank you.